I finally finished training the third Pokemon for my team for the Battle Frontier. A few people were asking about which Pokemon this was, so now is time for the big reveal. You already know it's one of the most powerful Pokemon in the game. It's also one of the coolest. I went with Salamence. Pretty generic though, because, or not generic, but it's a pretty popular Pokemon that take the Battle Frontier and I guess just use in like competitive play, just because Salamance's stats are insane. The Pokemon has overall very high base stats and a pretty good move pool, so that is one of the reasons why I went with Salamence. I did kind of want to do Flygon, but at the same time, when you compare Flygon with Salamence, Salamence just wins all around. Although Flygon though does have a pretty special place in my heart, Salamence is also really cool. So first gonna just chat about specifically Salamence and discuss that whole training and breeding process. Then we'll discuss, I guess, the 3 Pokemon that I'm bringing into the Battle Frontier. Hopefully by the next episode we will actually have challenged the Battle Frontier and be chatting about that, so stay tuned for that. I will be throwing up some screenshots. I didn't really do a lot of b-roll for this video. I kind of wanted to try some other things. I'll get into that in a little bit, but started off the IV breeding process at about 117 hours, 54 minutes. I already had a pretty big jump start on this whole process because I already did have the Dittos with already the nature I wanted, as well as several of the IVs. It was just more of a matter of getting those IVs and nature to the baby Bagon Pokemon, and then that obviously accelerates the process because you're not reliant on the Dittos. I'll save a lot of the boring stuff, but it took about, was this like 5 hours of breeding, which actually isn't that long. I think like Aaron and Duskull took a lot longer. One of the reasons why I do want to keep actually track of the time is because I'm just genuinely curious. So after about 5 hours, I hatched some decent Bagons here and there. I guess I should probably mention what I was targeting. Obviously, we want Salamence to be a sweeper. I was debating between a physical and special sweeper. Salamance's attack stats are not a lot higher, but they're noticeably higher than its special attack. So I decided just to go for the attack version sweeper. If you've been following the rest of the adventure, you'll kind of remember that I do have an Aggron who is also a physical sweeper, although he's kind of like a little bulkier one, but regardless, there is some overlap with physical attacking moves. So that's not necessarily the most ideal, but it is what it is. If anything, we'll just switch it up and I'll just train another Salamence with the special attacking moves. Anyway, the Pokemon that I wanted, or the Salamence that I wanted, was eventually one with Adamant Nature and perfect IVs in HP, attack, and speed. And I was having a lot of trouble, or I guess I wasn't getting a lot of Bagons with like multiple perfect IVs, so that was kind of annoying. But eventually, I ended up getting a Bagon with outstanding IVs overall. So this is anywhere from 151 to 186, which 186 is the max. So overall, really high IVs, and it had max or perfect IVs in attack, defense, and speed. I wish it was HP, but it is what it is. From an IV perspective, this Pokemon was really good, and I kind of just figured I would maybe breed 1 or 2 more batches of Bagons to see if I could get a little bit luckier, but I ended up not. So this Pokemon I thought was good enough to train for the Battle Frontier. One thing to note though, it is naughty nature, not adamant, but however, naughty is still increasing your physical attack. However, it decreases special defense. And in this game, okay, I just had to look it up real quick because I wasn't 100% sure, but yeah, ice type is special attacking in this game. So if we get hit with an ice type, we're done. But you know, it is what it is. At least we'll be a lot more beefy for rock type moves. The idea though with Salamence is this dude's gonna come in and just wipe everybody on the floor, and if he gets hit, he dies. Oh well, whatever. But you're kind of hoping just to kind of one-shot everybody. So I'm not necessarily as concerned with the nature, but it still is, I guess, not as 100% ideal. But I'm happy that the nature did increase the attack stat because that was pretty essential. At the end of the IV breeding, the in-game hours in Emerald was about 123. So again, about 4 to 5 hours. I guess more like 4 hours. Yeah, pretty much. After the IV breeding, sent Bagon over to Fire Red because you know I love training in Fire Red as opposed to Emerald. It's just a lot easier. So I also just did normal EV training stuff. I gave Bagon vitamins, ran over to Mount Moon to kill a bunch of Parises. Those give the attack EVs, then went to Viridian Forest for some speed. Kind of hoping to get a little lucky, maybe get a Shiny Caterpie, because Shiny Caterpie is sweet. No luck there. The EV training process only took 2 hours, which I don't know how it only took 2 hours, but I was like speed running that. So 2 hours, pretty solid, pretty fast, I think. At 377 hours and 2 minutes, exactly 2 minutes, is when I started basically transferred Bagon from Emerald to Fire Red. And then at 388 hours, 16 minutes, so about, was that like 11 hours? That is when I finished training Salamence level 100. So it did take quite a bit of time. The level grinding definitely was longer than I anticipated, but I mean, again, it's whatever. Again, I was killing mostly wild Pokemon in the Savalt Canyon, so I could have done things that sped up the process, but again, I'm trying to get Shiny Larvitar, and I do now know that I can Shiny hunt in, was it Coliseum or Gale of Darkness? Didn't know that prior to, I guess, that video that I made. But anyway, though, here are Salamance's final stats. I just realized I wasn't really playing the game at all, showing anybody. So here we got the Naughty Nature. We got level 100. We renamed Salamence because it doesn't have that weird name. Here we got 329 HP. But look at that, 405. 405 is the max attack stats that Salamence could get. So I actually did this right. I didn't mess up, which is good to see. 299 speed though. I just wish there was one extra speed stat. That would have been a lot cooler to see. Overall, pretty happy with the final product. Go over, we got the move pool. So we got Earthquake, Rock Slide, Double Edge, and Aerial Ace. Again, the Earthquake and Double Edge kind of overlap with Aggron, and I guess Aggron could also learn Rock Slide. Actually, do we even, what does Aggron know? Oh yeah, we got, is this the right Aggron? I actually have the wrong Aggron in my party, so that's a good thing I double checked. This will probably be Salamence's final move pool or move set. Kind of sad it doesn't have a dragon move. Just, I'd feel like, or like a fire move too. I guess if we do go the Salamence with like the special attack, yeah, you would do Dragon Claw, Salamence. Yeah, you do Dragon Claw, like Crunch, Fire Blast. Like the move pool you can have with Salamence special attacking, I think is a lot. I think it's more diverse in a sense, at least compared to, like for my team specifically, I think it would be a lot better. Salamence's base attack stat is 135. Special attack is 110. 110 is still pretty high, but 135 is a lot higher. So I think we're gonna run it. We're gonna see how it is with this, I guess, 2 physical attackers. Again, not the most great thing because you want to be a little bit more diverse, but not really the worst thing either. I believe that's all I wanted to chat about regarding Salamence. Yeah, here's the good one. Yeah, we got Metal Claw, Brick Break, Earthquake. So Salamence can also learn Brick Break, which is another great move. But I really didn't want, I just didn't want all this overlap on these Pokemon. So that's, now I'm like really confused. Why do I have 3 Aggrons? Where did this one come from? Okay, I think I don't think this Aggron's EV or IV trained. Maybe EV trained, but definitely not IV. So let's put him back over here. Too many Pokemon going on. And this is so exciting. We're like about to start taking I hope this team's kind of good though. I built it, I crafted it with my own heart. Here's the thing though, again, like what's that quote? The person from, is it Karen from the Battlefront, from the Elite Four? Strong Pokemon, weak Pokemon, just win, try to win with the ones you care about the most. To me, that's like a life mantra or motto regarding Pokemon activities. Alright, so anyway, we got Salamence, we talked about it. We're going to do a quick recap in case you haven't actually watched any of the other videos. Got Salamence, physical sweeper. He's going to be our speed boy. He's going in, he's killing, he's murdering people real quick. He's going to hit him with these physical moves. Next up, we got Aggron. Aggron, he's got sturdy nature. I learned that the hard way because I didn't have that in the initial Aggron build. Adamant, he's going to be tanky, but he's going to be able to hit hard. The only thing I'm worried about though is he's beefy. Look at that attack stat, or look at HP stat. Look at that defense. Look at that special defense. And he's gonna get slapped if he gets hit by like Surf or something. Move pool, we got some Steel, we got Earthquake and Double Edge. We got some strong physical moves. Brick Break too. Last Pokemon, Dusclops, he's beefy. He's got Pressure too. Wow, I didn't even realize that. This guy's a stall boy. He's going to sit there and just kind of destroy things that maybe Salamence or Dusclops or Salamence or Aggron can't. He's going to kind of be, he's going to be the Pokemon that's going to stall and just hopefully kill anything that gives us problems. I gave Dusclops leftovers. Someone mentioned something in the comments about a better item for Dusclops. And I don't remember what it was. I have to go check. Oh, it's a berry. Okay. So Dusclops was, I guess we gotta go back real quick. Aggron was Ivy bred in attack and HP. This one was okay, and we EV trained it in HP and attack with a little defense, I believe. So Dusclops we Ivy bred in HP, special defense, and defense. That was crazy. With calm nature. Dude's a tank, absolute unit. I EV trained it in 252 in HP, so the max in HP, and half in defense and special defense. So before I forget though, I do have to put that item on. I will remember. Move pool though, we got Nightshade. This just, it's gonna deal damage every single time, like to anybody except for normal types. Will-O-Wisp is gonna burn people. Rest just to heal yourself, and then Confuse Ray because you just be super annoying. So with this combo, kill anybody. Now, the thing that was Umbreon, like Umbreon build is probably gonna be in my book. I do, or my I guess Pokemon would even call it like Pokemon bank of all Pokemon you can select from to build your team from. I do want Umbreon, and I do have the shiny Umbreon, and I think I did start building it like a beefy, so it has like Toxic and like Moonlight and stuff like that, but I don't know what IVs it has, so I'm gonna have to double check with that. So I do need items on these Pokemon, and I'm not 100% sure about that, and I don't even know if I have good ones to even put on. As we defeat people in Elite Four, we will gain the battle points, and so I'll have some good items to at least, or more points to buy items to put on our Pokemon. What was I gonna do? Berries. There's berries somewhere. Okay, the commenter said to use a Lumberry. It also says I didn't respond, but I did. Why would it not be Chesto? I don't have Lumberry. What is Lumberry? Lumberry's opponent recovers from any status problem. I feel like Chesto Berry would be okay, as I don't have Lumberry. Anyway though, we'll keep the leftovers for now. Hopefully this is going to be a solid enough team. I think I have, even if we don't do too good, I'm playing with some of my favorite Pokemon, so that to me is a dub. So the first challenge I'm going to do is most likely going to be, the Battle Tower. So we have to do singles only. We need 3 Pokemon, which we do obviously have, and I don't remember how many times. So the Battle Tower, we need 35 consecutive wins, one-on-one only, and then we have to beat Annabelle. That'll give us the silver. Then after 70 consecutive wins, we have to beat Annabelle again, then we get the gold. I don't want to look up a lot of stuff. I mean, obviously I'm looking up something now, so I do see the Pokemon this person has. They got Raikou, Snorlax, and Latios as the final 7, like that's level 70 that we got to get to. We have moves that'll definitely take care of it. But yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't want to look up too much stuff. I want to experience the challenge, I guess, without like tainting my mind of like what's in store, if that makes sense. I kind of just want to go in there like I've never done this before, actually, surprisingly, even though I've played this game so many times and so many hours. I never sat down and gotten to this point where I could actually take on the Battle Frontier from like a, I guess, intelligent point of view. I don't know, maybe this isn't intelligent, but it's definitely more intelligent than like a 5-year-old, or I guess like 10-year-old me running in, you know, building a team of like 4 or 3 Tyrannitars because Tyranitar's cool. So yeah, that'll be the next time we chat. Is we'll see how far we get. I will update you. I think, again, I'm not gonna record everything I do because I don't like to do that. It's a lot. I'm gonna do a similar video like this, kind of just chatting about my experience, how it's going, and challenges I've been encountering, or I guess successes I've been achieving. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I definitely want to mention it because if you've been watching this video this long, I think you got a right to know, I guess. I don't know. But I've been making a website. I've been slowly adding some stuff up there. I've been writing some like blog articles basically about these videos and kind of just putting it in like a different format. Just like a nice way to get my thoughts on the paper and kind of a different way to share, I guess, this type of content or entertainment. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's kind of just like a nice way to put it on the paper and share as opposed to like a video of me just rambling. But yeah, that link will be in the description. So that is where I will be updating this adventure first, and then I will turn that into a video, which is a lot easier to kind of write the script and write a nice little article about it and then turn it into a video. So would definitely appreciate if some of you check them out and give me some feedback on it. What I could do better in that, because I've never really written stuff like that before. Again, it's a work in progress. The website is pretty bad, but I've always wanted a website since I was a kid, so it's pretty cool to actually have one now. Before you head out, I definitely want to say thank you to everybody who found that video of the 1,000 hours playing Fire Red. In the last week or two, it's gotten 40,000 views, which, I mean, may not sound like a lot to a lot of other YouTubers, but I've never gotten 40,000 views in a video in that time frame, so definitely really cool to see. And that video was pretty old too. It's over a year old. But yeah, definitely very thankful and happy people actually watched that video, because I made that video and I thought it was pretty cool, and then nobody watched it for a year, and I was like, no, guess it was a bad one. I mean, I stopped thinking about it a month or two after I posted it, but it's nice that people actually got some enjoyment and some value and entertainment out of it. So again, very thankful for everybody who watched the video and found it entertaining. Anyway though, that is all I have for now. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you are enjoying playing Pokemon and enjoying this type of content, because I've been trying to figure out how to make this type of content for about probably 5 or 6 years. That's a conversation for another video, but I'm happy that people enjoy it, I guess is the easiest way to say it. Take care, everybody. See you later.